It'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
All right, you're a movie star, Richard.
This time I'm going to.
You think you're gonna go?
Yeah, definitely.
That'll be good. Yeah, it should be fun. I'm
2
looking forward
2
to
o'clock
it too.
tomorrow afternoon. Yeah. See, originally I thought it was a daytime game. I wasn't sure it was at night, so
Yeah, it's at night.
that's even better. You know, get up later.
Fireworks night last year was great.
Yeah. What date was that? Was
know.
it still on July 4th, or did they change it? Or?
No, it wasn't on the 4th.
Oh, it was this year. Yeah, it rained or something, didn't it? One year it did. It rained and had to
rain.
change the damn thing or something. I don't know when that was. Maybe a couple of years ago.
I don't know when fireworks night was last year. What date was it, Greg?
I forget.
I had to look at that time because he's talking. When the cameraman talks, you have to look at the camera.
It was great. The stadium shook.
That's great.
I've never seen anything like
They
it.
had a big accident last year, Carucci Brothers. I heard
Yeah,
about that.
yeah,
Somebody
they
killed
did.
or something.
I hope it's as good this year.
Yeah, not the
A
accident.
couple of them got killed, I think.
Michael, if you sat a little closer to Richard, then the microphone would be pointed at both of you in the same direction.
Yeah, I think it'll be okay.
Yeah, salvesa.
Right. Yeah, like 73.
For us. I remember May 15th of '82.
I have the low light
I want to see
warning
that girl again there.
on this camera.
Have you got $50? No, we still don't. See, 2 years later, and I still don't have 50.
She suggested I eat something other than my pizza.
Yeah.
She said, well, we're going to have sex tonight.
When
She's right out here on the sidewalk. What
She
the
was
hell?
diseased, I bet.
Probably.
Yeah. Who knows what we would have caught.
Trying
We'd still have it, no whatever
Like
it
5
was.
times a day, you know. Now that'll go over. He'll hear that now, so we'll have to be careful when we show this. That means we can't show this when his mother's around.
When I told her, when I told that,
Careful who sees it.
when I told that girl in New York, that prostitute, that I didn't
That's
have,
embarrassing.
that I had to sit there and finish my pizza and I wasn't interested. She told me, she said, I'm good.
No doubt, but
She walked away.
You better be great.
She'll give you something you didn't bargain for.
Yeah.
As Mick Jagger once said,
Civic enemy.
as far as yeah, as Mick Jagger once said about Margaret Trudeau, he said, I wouldn't touch her with a barge pole. He was carried a little bit further than the normal expression.
Holy shit. Large boy.
Michael, you all ready for fireworks night at Shea Stadium tomorrow night?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
Great.
-1 Garucci brother, right?
I wonder how many of those guys there are. There must be a bunch of them.
He's
The whole
collecting.
family.
He's collecting his mail on the moon right
What
now.
happened there? Just
It
somebody.
blew up. I'm not sure how it started.
Christ.
Their factory blew up.
I remember hearing about that. It was like really like they didn't even. They were gonna have one thing. I don't think they had it. They were supposed to have something, some kind of celebration or something. And what happened? They didn't have it. Do you remember that, Craig? They didn't have it or something.
They're banned from a town in Italy because they set half the town on fire.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Garucci brothers.
Those guys are dangerous.
They're outrageous.
They let them build their factory again on Long Island now.
See,
They
the
weren't
problem-
going to.
Yeah,
But they did.
one problem is there's so many fireworks. There's some kind of spark from anything at all, or a match or some nut comes.
I don't know what happened.
I mean,
to
it
that
would only
guy.
take a little bit, and everything would just, like you can imagine.
So, Richard, are you all ready for fireworks night tomorrow night
Better
at Shea?
believe I am. That would be great. Sure. I'm looking forward to that. I didn't go to the other game this year. I was supposed to, but I felt kind of lousy and couldn't make it.
Not only that, but we'll be seeing a first place ball club, right?
That's right. First place.
You want to know something? Fireworks night is always the #1 attendance night of the year at Shea. Everything's going to be great. First
Last
place
year.
Mets.
We saw last place ball club.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right.
yeah, they're much
I-
improved.
When I went in May of
They
80,
could go all the way.
you know,
But now we're in the dying room.
the immediacy of me leaving is up in the air. But I mean, I will eventually. But it might be a week, 2 weeks, whatever.
Where are you gonna go?
I'll have to get an apartment, But I'm not that concerned. I've looked through the paper. I see a number of them. I've seen ones for like 280 even or 300. So
That's
what
not
I'll
too
do.
bad for around here.
No, not at all.
When I was down south, that was
Just talk a little bit louder.
I think what I might do though is actually just try to get a little better place for the 2 months, maybe even pay 400. It's just for the summer, you know, it's like July and August. I mean, I could afford to do that for 2 months.
Yeah.
And then, you know, like once September comes, get a little more reasonable and get maybe a place around, you know, like 350 or 3, you know.
Yeah.
Because the rates are a little lower too anyway in the fall. But it ought to be interesting and exciting, you know, I mean, it's sort of, I feel sad though in a way. I really wish
Yeah,
there was a lot
it's
of
been here all your life, I
And-
guess.
Yeah, and you know, see too, like originally when she died, it was one thing, I went through that emotionally. And now leaving, sort of, you go through it again because now you're leaving and you remember the reason for your leaving, you know?
Yeah.
Because there's no way I would leave if she was alive, naturally. You know? But, I mean, I'm not feeling sorry for myself, I'm just saying that I wish she was, and, you know, it's sort of a selfish feeling in a way because, you know, you would feel better if they were, but it's not only that, obviously, it's for the person so they would be living themselves too, but
Yeah.
if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, I'm not really glad that I'm leaving eventually, but that's a new challenge in a way, and I've never really lived on my own for more than maybe 2 days or a week, or, you know, like a trip or something,
Mhm.
but never like
Yeah,
on my
it'll
own,
be a
just
big change.
day after day. Yeah, it will
Yeah.
be. I'm worried about the loneliness part more than anything.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I would like to share a place with somebody, you know.
Michael,
I know
how,
it's tough sometimes too, but I don't know.
Michael, you've been on your own a lot
Loneliness
since
bothers
you
me.
got out of high school when
been
you
on-
went to Georgia. How do you
I've
feel
been-
living alone?
I've been on my own since 1972, basically.
Yeah, have you gotten used to it? By now,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, now
How
I
long
get
did it
used
take
to
you to get used to it? Oh, I mean,
It
somewhat
depends
used to it.
depends on each place I move. Each place I move takes about a year.
Yeah.
It's a long year. It does get very lonely, but after a while you make friends and it's not so bad.
Well, it's more than just being on your own, but I mean like being alone in a new place. How do you feel about like when you go out and walk down the
Yeah,
street
that's
to
true.
the
Like, if I moved to
convenience
Long
store or
Branch,
something?
my
How do you?
apartment-
That's not very much fun. That's very depressing. The first few months there. I never liked that.
Yeah, like for me too now, like I could move out of here into an apartment, and if it's right around here, there's no problem.
Yeah,
because
we should be in the
it's,
same
yeah,
area.
it's the same area, so it's, the only difference is I'm not in the house, but I mean, I know the area, so that's not a big difference. If I were to move to Pennsylvania though, or something, it would be a lot
That
different.
would be hard because you wouldn't know anybody there.
You know, I've considered doing that.
Yeah.
Michael, how do you
It'd
feel?
just be bad for a year, then you get used to it.
How do you feel
Maybe
about
less.
waking up in an
Depends,
unfamiliar bed?
Well, if there's an unfamiliar girl in there,
That's right. Depends on who's there.
that definitely makes a difference, right?
That's right.
But it's lonely at first. At least for me.
That's what I'm worried about more than anything. More than like getting a good job, or well, not more, but as much. Or like, you know,
The
like
first time I moved away, I couldn't
financially.
believe it.
I mean, it's
I
you
didn't
know.
meet anyone.
Yeah, I'm worried more than that, or as much or more than anything about that.
Mhm. But you get used to it. I mean, it doesn't last, that long.
Well, actually, already now, my brother, they left Saturday. Now, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, this is about the third or fourth day I've been here, which isn't a lot, but there's nobody else here all day, and I'm already starting to get a little more used to it. The first day was really strange. I wasn't used to it at all that day. Strange.
The tea is on. That means that the tape is running. Okay. And the whole garden is darkened, and you see these flames looking up towards the sky, and the stuffing and everything are on fire. And you see way in the distance the ushers for the garden come running down the aisle with a fire extinguisher, and they turn the hose on, and the minute they do, the hose like practically
Squirts everybody.
sets them on their ass, and go, and everybody, the crowd started applauding.
Yeah.
And the weird thing is, the whole damn seat was on fire. Flames were lighting up the arena. Not one person panicked or ran. It was the exact opposite. Maybe they thought it was something Ozzy Osbourne playing. They enjoyed it.
Sure. Well, you know, maybe was it real close to other seats, or?
There were people sitting next to
Jesus,
where the
there
fire
was a
was.
chair on fire here. I sure as hell wouldn't stay.
Oh,
so close to
anyway,
it.
the reason I'm telling these stories, all of these fireworks memories from years past are going through my mind on the eve of 4th of July, 1984. And tomorrow night, we go to Shea Stadium to see the famous Garucci family fireworks. They're no longer billed as the Garucci brothers because of the horrible tragedy
By the way,
last
this
year.
is all very natural.
The horrible tragedy of last year where one of the brothers was killed. And now they bill themselves the Garucci
Weren't they
family.
supposed to have some kind of concert? I mean, not concert, but some kind of show, and they didn't, or something happened where they were either supposed to have it and they didn't,
don't know.
or they did, but it was limited. I don't remember.
So we'll be going there tomorrow, and
They'll have an unbelievable.
it's an unbelievable show.
How'd you have some of the ones they got?
Fireworks shows around here are
Yeah,
called
that would
toy
be
shows.
incredible. I
Well,
know.
They probably
I've
have
never
to
seen anything like
They
that.
have to have special machinery, probably, even to light the
Yeah,
lights and
computer,
stuff,
Yeah.
like
No,
electronic.
it's like they have to have
use-
metal
Yeah, little
machine or
PC
whatever.
out there, setting them off.
Probably some kind
The
of
rows.
thing that
Remember how
shoots them
long
out.
they went in the parking lot? The rows, Greg?
Yeah.
So
Oh,
I'm really looking forward to 4th of July at Shea Stadium tomorrow. And if everything works out okay, we're sitting here the night before talking about it. We're going to be taking the camera to Shea Stadium and filming it tomorrow. It'll be dark, of course, because what they do, Richard, 2 years ago, they count down backwards from 10. And everyone in the ballpark counts backwards. And when they get to 0, the lights all go out.
Nice.
So the
And then all
ballpark
the
will be
pickpockets
dark.
take over.
But I'm looking forward to it. Cut. Cut. We'll be back, folks.
Sayonara. That's why.
Okay, Michael,
Yeah, that's why I automatically dismiss it.
Nobody can figure out if he's supposed to be Jackson.
Richard,
Porter.
Richard, do you want to read? Do you want to read for me that story now that
It's not that he's black.
Louis Farrakhan made?
Jackson's a jerk.
Richard, do you want to read for me on camera that little quotation from Louis Farrakhan?
Sure. I'll tell you, I'm not too thrilled with
Jesse
the
Jackson's
politician. I'm not thrilled at all with the upcoming election.
Just talk a little
I
bit.
certainly don't think much of the whole thing. I'm sure your
No.
father doesn't either.
Just speak a little bit
I
louder
have a
than
feeling he doesn't.
your
I can't
normal
speak for him.
speaking
I have a
voice.
A lot
feeling-
of people don't.
Yeah.
I know.
I have a feeling he doesn't.
Yeah.
Just speak a little louder than your normal speaking voice.
Okay, read the whole thing.
Well, just the good part that you just read a minute ago.
Farrakhan, oh wait a minute, the black separatist leader of the Nation of Islam movement and a supporter of Jesse Jackson, has threatened a black newspaper reporter with death and called Hitler a great man, albeit a wicked one. His latest provocation is to embrace Muammar Gaddafi. After returning from a
Libyan
visit
strongman.
with the Libyan dictator this month, Farrakhan reportedly told a congregation in Boston, America, you should be ashamed of yourself. It is you who are the outlaw. How can a leader of a little country like Libya terrorize the world? He told the Boston Herald. Since it is not divinely backed, the state of Israel is an outlaw state. Well, who the hell is that divinely backed? I don't understand what that's supposed to mean.
Libya.
Michael, what do you think of the Libyan strongman? Man on the street, Michael
He's a real
Todd.
nice guy.
Yeah.
What do you think of
Nice
him?
guy. I like him for a neighbor.
Yeah, I love to turn.
To Libya.
I'd love to turn my back on the guy for about an hour, you know, and just let him stand there and see what he'd do.
I think I'll go to Libya and demonstrate in front of his palace.
I want to go to Libya and Iran and really get in with.
My God, don't you do that, they'll make sausage casing out of you. Michael, hold up one of those fireworks for the end of the film, and then we'll be going. Let me zoom in on them. Wait, hold up a nice silver jet. Hey, hold it still. Hold it. Yeah, now let me
How about a
zoom.
mid-air crash?
Hold it.
That'll be quick, Greg.
Gotta get these moments faster. Irma, baby. All right, Irma Bomba. She is funny though. I like her.
These will be great. We should light one off in here.
That's what we need. Some dirty pictures in the movie. There we go. We don't have any in here. This is Time Magazine.
Well, you want to say goodbye, Michael?
This isn't the New York News.
Bye-bye.
Richard?
Bye. Sayonara.
Bye-bye.
Good night, Mike. Good night, boy.
Good night, Greg.
Where are we going?
Outside. To film some of these fireworks lifting off the silver jets we've been talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, this should be fun.
What? Right. Plane at night. Here's another plane at night.
Wait a minute. Wait, hold on. I'll just keep my eyes open. Whoa, out of control. Whoa.
Lighting a fountain off.
By the way, this is after midnight too, so this is July 4th. Now, this is that. Okay, a second try. Let's see if anybody can jump over one.
You want it? I think that's...
I can only light one.
Oh, that was the best one.
All right, here comes our last silver jet.
Wow.
Action.
This is the final scene.
Yep. One more try.